Hello, Cancer. I'm sorry if you can hear that really annoying noise. I've shut my window, but it's still not the best. Somebody's doing something to a car, like vacuuming it or something, but they're doing it obsessively apparently, because whatever they're doing over there, they've been doing it for at least an hour. It's driving me crazy. It woke me up, and I'm like, you're so rude. So I am sorry for that annoying noise in the background. Oh, hello, is that hair? Don't get hairs in your eyes, Cancer. Your song today was Prisoner by Dua Lipa and Miley Cyrus, and you're actually leading with the Justice card. So I don't know if you're dealing with like a court system, legalities, contracts, something that perhaps has kept you feeling bound or tied. It feels like there's an ending of one situation and you're going on to something really good and new and fresh. So there's a lot of healing involved as well. I think whatever this is, Cancer, I think it's going to be really, really good for you. It feels like the difficulty is kind of here, but it looks like you're starting to clear it. It looks like you're almost getting out of this, whatever this was for you. Now, just to kind of explain how I've pulled the cards today, I've got 9 decks. 8 of them I have just shuffled, thinking about your energy, and these are the cards that came out. I then put them all together and made like a bit of a mongrel deck, if you will, and shuffled it, and as they came out, this is what we ended up with. You've got the most cards so far. I'm not surprised. Cancer, but yeah, it's looking really, really, really good. My favorite thing about this is that you end with all this stuff about community and family and healing and friends. Is so lovely. So I can't, my still keeps making a really big cracking noise. I'm sorry if you hear that. I'm really excited to get to this bit because wherever you're going, you know you've got to go there. You've got all this stuff about like your soul, this deep knowing. It's like you just know that this is right for you. You just know that this is healing for you. It feels right. Okay, you're trusting your emotions and your intuition here to get out of something that doesn't feel right, something that has felt like you've been kept prisoner. So yeah, so you've also got protect your dreams. It's come out for like, I think 3 out of the 4 readings so far, so I don't want to go into reading that again, but the blurb on it is, you are the guardian of your precious dreams and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. So if you do have something, a dream, an idea, something you want to do, somewhere where you want to go, keep it close to your chest. Be careful who you're sharing that with. It's kind of like the less you talk about it, the less you share it, the better. Keep things a bit under wraps, keep them close to your chest for now. But also allow other people to share their dreams with you. Excuse me. The 10 of Air is about a painful end. Actually, it's feeling stabbed in the back. It's feeling betrayed. It's something did not go well at all. It's it's a painful ending, but you can see how it is actually quite a peaceful image on this card. These kind of almost like dove feathers falling down here, and there's kind of like an acceptance here. She's letting things fall away that don't serve her anymore. So I do feel like you're perhaps allowing things to fall away, especially if it's some kind of contract or legality. It's almost like acceptance. It's like, they're giving me, this is the end, my friend. What's that song? This is the end, my friend. I don't know, but yeah, it's like, it feels like you can accept it more easily, even though it was a betrayal, even though it was a painful ending, because it's almost like you know that it's going to get you out of this contract. Oh, Miley Cyrus. Oh, that's interesting. Now, I don't know if this applies to your reading in any kind of way, but they're giving me the reference. So there's a bit of a conspiracy theory that goes around that says these young girls who are like Disney princesses, basically because Disney contracts are so watertight, the only way to get out of a contract with Disney is to be a bit of a bad girl, like overtly sexual. So if you look at people like Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, Miley Cyrus, I'm sure there's others, they all kind of start out with that like girl next door, sweet, so sweet, kind of Disney-like quality to them. And then when they want to go independent, they go bad, baby. They get naked, they ride on wrecking balls, they shave their heads, and all of a sudden, whoa, Disney do not want anything to do with them anymore. So I don't know. I don't know. There could be something in that for you. So yeah, it feels like it was a painful end, but it was for the best. Kind of, it feels like that. But you do need to do some healing from it. There's something with, now if you look at the imagery here, there's angel wings, fairy wings. So it's like the angel wings of justice, which means it's in the upright. Now, just kind of show you a bit more closely actually, if we have a closer look at this justice card. Come here to me, come to me. Now, if it's not court systems or contracts, it's just like, it could just be karma playing out for you. Something wasn't fair. You know, your angels are coming to get you out of something. There was something that wasn't truthful, the sword is pointing down, or something that wasn't clear, wasn't spoken, wasn't honest. And here the scales are not balanced. So I feel like there's a correction of some kind of unfair thing that was in place for you here. It could be, again, it could be something like you are protecting your dreams because you don't want to give your ideas away. If you're under contract to a certain studio perhaps, and you've got a brilliant idea for a new movie, if you give them that idea, then they're going to make all the money off it. You know, you're just going to get, oh, here's the $5 for your idea. Where if you get out of that contract, if you're not working for that company anymore, under no obligation for them, then you could go off and create your own, you know, you're open to making contracts with different people. You can work with who you want to work with on your baby, on your idea, on your creative project that you know is kind of like gold, is how that's coming through. So there's something to that. It's been coming out for everybody. An example would be, I've been watching this show called Glow, so I keep on talking about it. I love it so much. And there's, without giving too many spoilers, they sign some contracts, which mean they are tied to a certain studio, but they kind of find a bit of a loophole, a way around it. So again, there could be something there for you. So yeah, so the angel feathers falling through the fairy feathers down here. Now there's something to do with the combination. If you look here, the fairy feathers are kind of these translucent feathers, and then you have these white feathers of the angel. Now here on this 7 of Earth card, he's actually he's made a kind of headdress out of these feathers. So it's almost like a mix of the fairy wings and the angel feathers, which is really interesting to me, but I don't quite know what we're getting from that. You can see as well how he's looking really wistfully to this small fairy, but looks like he's been turned away to me. It's like you have to walk away from something, you have to leave something behind. Could be friendships, could be co-workers. It's sad. It's like you don't really, there's a longing there. You don't really want to move away from this. You could be moving away from some sort of dream in order to come back to it, if that makes any kind of sense. But I think what it's talking about with this 7 of Earth, you've put a lot of effort into something. You've worked hard on something. You've got a lot invested in something. And with the 7 of Earth, there's this element of divine timing, of getting back what you've sown, you know. So again, be careful with the karma. You reap what you sow. But you have to believe in the divine timing. I have this magic and manifestation card here, and it is talking to me something about the fairy and the angel wings together to make this headdress. It's like the crown chakra. So there's something about, how would you describe that? So the angel wings could represent some sort of higher power, higher knowledge, something very pure. That both the angel wings and the fairy wings talk about purity to me. The fairy wings are perhaps a bit magical, a bit mischievous, where the angel wings are very kind of like that justice energy, like the Libran energy, the kind of above it all energy. So I don't know how that makes any sense, but maybe it makes more sense to you. But it's talking to me about these elements. So one's magic and one's manifestation. Yeah. Oh, I see fairy magic. It took me a minute. I bet you all got there before me. Fairy magic, right? With the manifestation powers of the angelic universal coming together to make this dream a reality. Okay, so you're going to put some hard work in here. Now, I feel like your dreams are taking root. So if we look at this Golden Palace card here, you can see all the roots are showing here. So there's something about the roots. Maybe you need to go and get your roots dyed. I don't know. I probably do. But this Golden Palace perhaps isn't built on the most... Is it built on secure foundations? I don't know, it's kind of showing to me like the roots of your idea are growing and that it could be very, very abundant is the way that's coming through. I'm going to read that Golden Palace card. So what deck is that? That is the Enchanted Map Oracle. So that's what it looks like. If you want to know about any of these decks, if you hold on to the end of the video, I'm going to put in a little segment there talking about all the decks that I use. So if you were interested in a particular deck, you know, you can find that at the end of the video. So Golden Palace, there is always enough. Interesting, there's always enough. So maybe you're worried about like having enough money to make a dream happen. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that is long overdue. You are, like, that is where you're going, Cancer. I'm really happy for you, because I tell you what, you give me challenging readings. This is like, oh my goodness, Cancer's going to be so happy, so supported. It's just what they need. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have. So it's not in material things, Cancer. No matter how abundant your life is, instead it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. And I tell you what, Cancer, when you find your people, you have the most love to share. You have the deepest, like, biggest heart, the most emotions. Like, you have enough love to go around. You could probably love the whole world if you felt valued by the whole world, right? Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches. Now, share the wealth. So knowing your value, knowing your worth, being confident, which is interesting because here you actually have, on the underlying, you've got the confidence card, the divine feminine card, which is your energy, and you've got the Queen of Fire, which is, oh, and the Empress, which again, oh, look at that, Cancer. Like, that is what we're building you up to here. This is what you're working on. You're going to have self-worth. You're going to know your own value. You're going to have those healthy boundaries in place, right? You are going to, oh my God, like, this is what we're working on. You're going to be so strong. I feel like Pisces had this a while ago, and I feel like it's like your turn now. Oh God, it's so good. Like, literally, like, look at this. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps. New life. It's so good. Oh, it's about time. Oh my God, you can't make it up. What was I just saying about healthy boundaries? I didn't pay too much attention. Like, the confidence thing that stood out to me, but I didn't spot that. So healthy boundaries. Yeah, not giving to people who don't deserve it. Finding your community, finding your tribe, finding people who are on your wavelength, who support you as much as you support them. Not feeling like you have to be crabby, you know, not feeling like you have to be defensive or have unhealthy boundaries up, you know, not feeling like it's not safe to let people get close, but really being able to open your heart fully and be that best, like, most nurturing, confident, brilliant version of yourself. Like, Cancer is such a funny energy for me because I've got, like, I love Cancerians. Like, so many of my favorite singers are Cancerians. Like, I follow a lot of people on social media who are Cancerians, and I can see the brilliance of them. And then it's like you've got this element of self-sabotage, and when that self-sabotage comes in, it comes in with all this overwhelm of emotions, and that is really difficult for me. But high vibrational Cancerian energy is so gorgeous, and I just want you all to be there. Like, I want you all to, like, have that healing, have that confidence, have those healthy boundaries, and really look after yourselves, and then, you know, be so strong on your own that you can then get into these healthy relationships. It's so good, and I'm really happy for you. Like I told you, I have hard readings for you, so I feel like I'm always giving you, like, a tough time. Like, every time I have to do Cancer reading, I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna get this time? And I always feel like you all think I hate you, or like I'm being mean to you, and genuinely I want you to have this. Okay, so magic and manifestation. We are here to help you turn your dreams, you'd protect your dreams, into reality, change your world and support you. Oh, it's so good. These two dragons are the only pair on one deck in the card. These are the only pair on one card in the deck. Originally, they were separate, but as I began to connect with them more deeply, I realised that they were a beautiful pair of two equal parts, magic and manifestation. Again, remember this headdress of the two. These unusual dragons are powerful allies to have and are among the most influential and magical of all the dragons yet to come to Earth. If they have shown themselves to you, their message is, we have danced in your consciousness to reassure you that the worst is now behind you. Oh, your worst is now behind you. Yes, Cancer. Your journey has been a long and arduous one. Tell me about it. And now look to the future and embrace what is to come. I'm so goosebumpy. I'm so happy for you. They carry the limitless energy of magic and manifestation and warn, be sure that you're clear in your intentions when invoking our presence, for we are alchemists. Is what you're asking for what you truly desire? Will it serve and benefit your higher purpose? So be careful that you're not after like material things or things that you think will impress other people. Make sure that what you want is something that's going to speak to your heart and be true to you, right? No matter what anyone else around you thinks. Call upon us when you want things to swoop into your life. We are here to help you turn your dreams into a reality, change your world. Literally, you get a new life. And support you as you undertake your journey. Look deep inside and ask what it is you really want. Once you are clear about your choices, we will assist you in achieving them. These dragons will dive to your aid when you need any kind of practical support. If you need help on a specific aspect of your physical existence here on Earth, you can call upon their dynamism to help you manifest it. These jewel dragons are known as miracle makers. So it's like with that golden palace, it's like, I just wish I had money. I wish I was rich. I wish I was rich. I wish I was famous. I wish I was a star. I wish I was in movies. You could wish for the wrong things. I mean, it's like, okay, the universe is saying, well, why do you want money? What are you going to do with it? Money is just a tool at the end of the day. So what do you truly want, Cancer? It could be, well, I want a big house that is comfortable and safe because I want my family to be comfortable and safe. I want my family to feel secure. I want to feel like my house is my own and it's not going to be taken away from me. There could be some legalities here about a house, like contracts, mortgages. Maybe you're buying a house for the first time. It could be something like that. Or it could be like, well, I want money so that I can go on holiday, not just to kind of like post on Instagram, but to experience different cultures, to understand the world better, to there's what is the true reason for what you want, and is it a healthy reason, I think is what that's asking. Because once you're clear about your core, your truth, what's really important, then you're going to find that the ball starts rolling. So you're moving into a period of healing here in the center of the reading. You have this mending card. What are you trying to mend? What are you trying to fix? Are you trying to fix something that you should be letting fall away? Is kind of what I'm asking about that. Is what, that's the question I'm getting through. You've got this chop wood card, which talks about it's not a time for pushing forward right now. It's kind of like a time of pause. I used to get this all the time in my readings. It drive me crazy. It's like, do you need to clear out some cupboards? Do you need to just be right now? Do you just need to like not worry too much about pushing forward and achieving? Do you just need to be at home? Do you just need to Netflix and chill? Do you just need to make yourself a cup of tea? So it could be talking about, because you've got mending here and healing here. So I feel like and soul guardian, like you're mending your soul, I think, Cancer. Let's read that soul guardian card. I think it might be the first time this card has come out. I don't remember reading it before, but it's a very beautiful card. You're giving me kind of Elsa in the Ice Palace vibes. So I don't know if kind of like, maybe you've gone through something where some of you may have gone through a divorce or something. You've got the house and like you just want to shut yourself away. Whatever it is, it's like you just want to shut yourself away. You want to do the Cancer thing of going into your shell, turning your phone off, just not, having a week off, spending it by yourself, processing your emotions, pottering around your house, you know, maybe fixing a few things around your house that need fixing, and maybe working on your car. Maybe that's what that guy's doing out there. But it feels like Elsa, you know, in the Ice Palace, like she just had to be on her own for a while. And I feel like this is you. You've left something that you put a lot of effort into, didn't work out, you've got pain from it. You need to be on your own for a while. You need to heal. You need to figure out what you want, right? What your soul's telling you. And then you get to go and find your people, right? You know, the people who connect with you on a soul level, because you know who you are then. Like, you can't connect with people on a soul level if you are confused about what your soul means and what your soul's trying to tell you. You have to be clear about your soul before you can find your soul tribe. Does that make any sense? So soul guardian, and it's in the center of your spread with time to go. So if you're ending something, if you're leaving a situation, if you're in a transition period, this center of the reading says that you are being protected. You know it's time to go. You know, yeah, yes, Cancer. I am the expression of the whole and complete you. This beautiful dragon is your soul guardian and your very own dragon counterpart. This majestic being carries all of you, all your past and your experiences. You are he is you. Again, you can take gender out of this. He knows all there is to know about you and your lives. He knows that which you need to do, that which you avoid and that which you celebrate. He is the guardian of every incarnation you have ever experienced as a soul throughout the ages, the good, the bad, and of course, the ugly. He says, as well as your positive side, I also hold your shadow, the part that you would rather not acknowledge exists. I am the keeper of all memories. As you pass through each lifetime, your human body and mind have a need to protect themselves when you experience pain or trauma, whether from birth, life, or death. A small piece of your soul then also retreats to protect itself. I am the guardian of your soul, the expression of the whole and complete you. If your soul guardian dragon has arrived in your cards today, he is telling you that the time has come to begin to piece your soul back together. You're mending your own soul, Cancer. Piece your soul back together to recall all the missing parts so that you can complete the amazing picture and reveal yourself in all your magnificence as a living being. He tells us, all you need to do is ask, and I will guide your way. You are a spiritual warrior, but you must learn to listen to your inner guidance. I will always be beside you as you follow your path. This is really beautiful. I'm getting a bit of a lecture through, so I do apologize, Cancer. For some of you, there's something to do with and it's very Cancerian nature. Some of you are going to have more of a handle on this than others. There's something to do with Cancer's tendency to have a lot of guilt, to carry a lot of guilt and beat yourself up over things, you know, to victim blame yourself, but also to have those defenses up. So inside you may have a lot of guilt. You may have a lot of, like, you know, like soft spots, a lot of touchy points. So when you have that defensiveness up, that when you have those barriers up, and you've got those, if you think about a crab, that you've got those snippy claws. So if you feel like somebody's says something and it touches one of your soft spots, you get very defensive. So sometimes you look like you cannot accept blame. You blame yourself. You blame yourself too much. So, excuse me. So it makes you extra defensive. So you kind of like attack is the best form of defense. So if somebody touches one of those raw spots, you've got a tendency to kind of like bite back and switch it around on them. When actually, and then all you're going to do is end up feeling more guilty about it afterwards. So there could be something here about needing to forgive yourself first, and needing to work on those guilty spots, needing to work on that tendency to kind of victim blame yourself, and come to terms with those things so that when people push your buttons, normally accidentally as well, or when people give you constructive criticism, you can take the constructive criticism as that person trying to help you, and you're less likely to kind of like, you know, bite the hand that feeds you. When, you know, of course, if people around you are being mean, if people are genuinely being it's like, look at their intentions. Are they trying to help you? If so, give them a little bit of you know, give them a bit of leeway here. You don't want to push people away who are actively trying to help you. Yes, there's something to that. It's just, as I was reading it, I was kind of getting that message through. Now, again, I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm making you aware of the tendencies of Cancerian energy. It may apply to you, it may not apply to you. And again, I'm trying to give you constructive feedback. I'm not giving you like a lecture because it makes me feel good to put you down. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to help you understand that it comes from within first. You have to forgive yourself first. And not beat yourself up, because all that does is it builds those barriers and pushes away. So you're mending something. It could be like something to do with the past that you're still beating yourself up over and you're carrying guilt for. It's making you quite prickly. You know, people can't approach you. Yeah, really coming through is that Ice Queen energy a little bit there. So let's read this mending card, because I think that's going to have some interesting advice for you. So what number is that? 52? All the numbers here could be significant for you. So if anything jumps out to you, maybe 23, 11, 52, 43, 15, 45, 8. I'm not seeing anything specific in the numbers today, but if anything jumps out of you, maybe it's your address, maybe it's your age, maybe it's the day you were born. You know, just take anything that kind of feels relevant there. As I say, I'm not particularly seeing anything that I'm noticing to draw your attention to. So use your intuition. You've got very good intuition, Cancer. Okay. Mending. Forgiveness. I think you have to forgive yourself for something. I genuinely think that's what you're working on. Making amends, healing after arguments. Each time we are hurt and allow that hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. Bear with me, Cancer. Don't turn off yet. We're getting to the good stuff, okay? Persevere. Persevere through the lesson. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. Okay, so you may, if you've been through a painful ending where you felt betrayed, especially if it got dragged through the courts, you know, legalities were involved, and you've separated from something or someone, there's healing in the forgiveness. There's a healing in the acceptance of maybe it was time, maybe we drifted apart, maybe we both, you know, acted in, you know, maybe we both made bad choices in the situation. It's neither of ours fault, it's just the way it was. And when you finally process and come to terms with that, again, I feel like you're in this kind of like almost like hermit mode energy now, where you're kind of going in and processing. When you've processed and you can truly release it, then you're going to go to this really good stuff. So let's move forward. Deep knowing, time to go, the soul and passion. Like deep knowing and soul, like this is like, you know, on a soul level, like deep, like this is like, it could be coming to you in dreams. It's like you're seeing signs, you're seeing synchronicities. Just your heart is really telling you something. And what is it telling you? Time to go towards, away from the troubles of the past, towards your soul tribe. You know it, you already know, Cancer. So let's read, I think I'm going to do it in that order actually. Deep knowing, 43. Intuition. Again, you've got intuition here. Look, deep knowing, the soul, intuition. Listening to the oracle within, empathy. Very good at empathy. Hypersensitivity. Does that sound like you, Cancer? Hypersensitivity? It's a gift and it's a curse, right? It's both. It means you've got brilliant intuition, you're ruled by the moon, but you're going to have emotional breakdowns quite often. Like, it's just the way it is. Intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into the dialogue with Source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all sorts of truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You're given information that may make... I'm sorry, I'm being told to bring it closer to the camera. Sorry to interrupt myself. Okay, there's an owl on there. You're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or the five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then act accordingly. You're now invited into this sacred dialogue of deep knowing, so tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. I get mine from Spotify. Like, literally, I can be thinking about something and the answer will play in a randomized song. It's the most bizarre thing. So yeah, what else do we have here? The Soul Passion 14. Like, such a beautiful card. Still don't know what those people are doing. I don't know if they're doing something to the house. It's just so noisy. What is the spark that lights you up? The divine lives within you. Consider your motivations carefully. Know where your resistance lies. We all have more than one purpose in life, and having a passion makes us feel more alive. It's a really, really beautiful card. Could be something to do with ecology, making the world a better place. I've just saw that there was a pretty doomsday, which is scary because I was getting apocalypse readings. And I was a bit like, oh my goodness, why am I getting these cards? And then in the news I saw there's been a report on the state of the world, on the health of the world, and it's pretty dire. It's like, yeah, everything's really bad. So there could be something to do with like you're very, very motivated to do things that are like green energy, eco-friendly things. Maybe you want to get together some sort of charity, or you want to do charity work with people who, clearing up your community, or things like this. You want to do something that benefits the world, and it's going to be really good for your soul, I think. And you are Cancer, you are kind of a natural leader. I'm kind of like the cult leader, I'd say, of the zodiac. Because you wear your heart on your sleeve sometimes, because you're very good at, this is what I mean, a lot of my favourite singers are Cancerians, because you're very good at, channeling, or at least high vibrational Cancerian energy is really good at channeling those emotions into art, and art that motivates and touches so many people. If you think about like Billie Eilish, Lana Del Rey, their songs really resonate with so many people. So you could do something in terms of like using your emotions to be creative in order to reach more people. But time to go. What's time to go? 45. I'm going to just have a sip of my water, Cancer. Just excuse me a second. Okay. I love this reading for you so much. It's so good. It's like the highest, you're going towards the highest vibrational Cancerian energy, and it's healing, it's healthy, it's inspiring, and I love it. Endings, we know. Completion, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn from the experience. So it feels like you had the ending and then you're processing the ending, right? You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of thinking. Literally, new life. Like, look at that. It's like waking up feeling gorgeous. I've had a big sleep and I feel amazing. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on. Even if you need to be in transition for a time, your destiny is calling you. Like, tell me about it. One ring circus. I think you need to go solo for a while. You need to do it by yourself. Yeah, you need to be above the drama, get out of your emotions a little bit, take practical action. You've probably started the ball rolling over here with something. This is like, it feels like planning action on a very practical level. Yeah, doing it yourself, you know, understanding that you don't have to be codependent. You can be in interdependent relationships, but codependent relationships keep you trapped. Like the Prisoner song that started this reading. You're finding your inner confidence, you're finding your like your Nine of Pentacles, you're finding the ability to stand on your own 2 feet. You know, if people want to come into your life, that's brilliant, but you don't need people in your life. So you've got healing here. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. And then you've got this come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. You've got friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Community. Soul family, calling your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. And orca, song lines. Again, songs, singing could be important to you. There's something ancestral going on with that orca. So I don't know what to read for you because it's all so good. I don't know. I'll just start. I'll just start reading it. Healing then. Oh, I love it. So I feel like you're starting to complete your healing, and then you know how to help other people as well who are going through a similar situation. The Fairy of Healing has flown into your reading today to let you know she can help you heal yourself or another. Healing can take many forms, even just through listening. When we feel we're being heard, it makes us feel better. So people who have the ability to listen with love and without judgment are already healers. Sometimes just being in the presence of someone who is receptive to our thoughts and feelings can help us feel uplifted and healed. Hands-on healing is a technique which many may feel drawn to, and perhaps this is something for you too. Are you in need of healing yourself? It's important to listen to your body and make time out so it can heal naturally. Make sure you're getting all the correct vitamins and nutrients. Sleep can also be an amazing healer. What was I just saying about it's like waking up from a really good nap, you know? This card could also be a reminder that you or someone close to you needs to visit a health professional. The Fairy of Healing can assist with the healing journey, whether you're using conventional or complementary healing methods or both, right? The Fairy of Healing is also asking you to explore healing therapies that may be new to you, such as aromatherapy, flower essences, or hands-on healing. Art therapy is especially helpful for younger people as it allows them to express feelings through the use of colour and painting, and it can aid their healing. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely something creative for you, and I feel like it's definitely something to do with emotions. So it could be with song lines. I am getting this music element. It could also be like poetry, even if it's not anything you ever plan to share, you know. It could just be that you share it with your friendship group or support group, but it could help you heal. And also it's cathartic sometimes to hear something, you know, to hear your experience through somebody else's words. It makes you feel like I'm not the only person going through this. So even if you share something like a poem or a painting of your experience, other people may find something in that they can also, you know, find comfort in. So you're doing something like that here. If you are doing like alternative medicine and things like that, do be careful. I'm not a doctor. I can't say this is great, this is not great. I don't have the medical or, you know, the training to be able to do that. But I would say look at all options available, try a few different things, and really figure out what works for you, both alternative and, you know, traditional medicine. Yeah. If this card, right, okay. You may need some extra rest, it says. So yeah, I don't want to read everything. Come together in friendship. I think it's pretty straightforward. Community. I will read this soul family card though for you. Soul family. It's so lovely. It's such a lovely reading for you, Cancer. I'm really, really happy for you. I think I needed you to have a reading like this. Soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Yeah, so you're trying to do something alone because it's one ring circus, and you're actually learning to be independent. But just because you can be independent doesn't mean you have to be independent. You can get other people to help you and still have that sense of independence, right? You can still be like, we're going to work as a team, and not be like, I need you to help me. There's a difference there. Call in your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. It is time to call in your soul family and support team, people who get you at a soul level, people who are the same kind of weird as you, people who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, it's a sign that they are close by. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it's important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. If you have already found them, then you are being called to let them support you, and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, coach, mentor, or healer. Tune into what kind of support you need now. There may be something to do with I've got a few funny throat things during your reading. One was like, it felt like a lump on the left side of my throat, and then now I'm getting like a scratchy, dry tickle, which is telling me about your throat chakra. You may have trouble expressing your feelings. You may have trouble. It's funny because the song that played before I started doing your reading was How Do I Tell Her I Love Her by Cat Stevens. So there's something about you can't get something out. It's like you can't get the words to come out. So maybe do it in a different way. You know, if you're having trouble speaking in front of a certain person, write them a letter. You know, there's different ways of doing it. All right. So I hope that was helpful for you. I am going to pull you an advice card, but before I do, I really just want to pull these cards back out because they're gorgeous. Like, this is what you're getting. This is what you're working towards. Like, you're building your confidence, feeling like you know what you want, you know your worth, and yeah, divine feminine, like helping, healing others, supporting others, being like a beacon, a shining light. You know, for other people who are going through similar experiences. It's really very, very high vibrational, and I feel like you're on the path to this. So if this is your reading, like, well done, Cancer, because whatever you've been going through, it's been so hard. And I know it's hard because every time I come into your reading, I'm like, oh my goodness, how are we going to get through this, Cancer? So, but you've got through it. You're through it. Now you're just healing and going somewhere amazing. It's so good. Love is all around, as if you needed, like, friendship, come together, community, soul family. Love is all around. It's beautiful. And this is like, I'm getting goosebumps again, like full body goosebumps. The dawn is coming. The dawn is coming, Cancer. Okay. So you've got your advice. Be at home. Well, if you're in the chop wood stage, yeah, be at home. Very Cancerian energy. You've got co-create with spirit, right? Magic and manifestation, co-create with spirit. The crow. You've got dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. And you've got dove spirit, be at peace. Look at that. That feels like alignment. A black bird and a white bird together feels like alignment to me. Balance, alignment. Beautiful. So watch out for these kind of animals. Doves, crows, deers. You know, if you spot them, what are you thinking at that time? How are those animals behaving? Does that tell you anything about your current situation? Yeah, I hope that reading was helpful to you. Please do take care of yourself, Cancer, and allow others to do so as well. You know, you know, have those healthy boundaries and supportive connections where you support each other. It's not one-sided, which is, I feel like, what you're moving away from. All right, I want to call you babes. Is that okay? All right, babes. Do take care. And I'll see you again soon. So happy that you had a good reading. Bye-bye. Hi there, thank you for watching my video. If you're interested in the decks that I've been using in this set of readings, you can find them all displayed below. So yeah, if you want to buy any of those, I buy all my decks from Amazon. I'm not affiliated, I don't get any money from sponsoring this. I just know that sometimes some of you are quite curious, and this was the easiest way for me to do it. So yeah, there you go. The Good Tarot, all these are by Colette Baron Reid. The Good Tarot, Spirit Animal Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle, Enchanted Map. Then we've got these two by Stacey DeMarco and Kinga Brishji. I love the artwork on these two decks. Divine Animals Oracle and Elemental Oracle. Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. Dragon Path by Caroline Mitchell, and Karen Kay, Oracle of the Fairies. So there you go. Do have a nice day. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment if anything particularly resonated, and stealth watchers are always welcome too. Do take care, have a great day, and bye bye.